All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breathwork class. My name is Brian and I am delighted to be with you here today for this exploration that we're calling Morning Breeze in honor of the dearly departed Dolly Parton. So we'll do a little exploration of movement. We'll get ourselves active, centered, and grounded as a result. And then we'll come back and do some breath work, some deep breath work to get us prepared for our meditative state. So about 50 minutes today, give or take, depending on how we go. As always, remember, we will start by landing and grounding and raising support and gratitude, checking support and raising gratitude, setting intention. Then we'll move into some movement, as I said, and then we'll come back and we'll sit and do a little breath, and then we'll come into a deep meditative state, get a little rest going. So, um, in honor of the life and efforts of your amazing Dolly Parton. So, I invite you to find a supported seat or supported posture, whatever that looks like for you, whatever form that takes for you. Take a moment to bring yourself into that. Come into this place and come into this space. Find your supports by finding the physical sensation of connection at whatever part of your body is in contact with something. So maybe your feet are flat on the floor underneath your knees, hip distance apart. Maybe your sides of your legs are against the floor, the cushion, the mat. Maybe you feel your sits bones, your hip girdle in a seat or cushion or on the mat. Maybe the back of your thighs, the back of your spine, up against a support. Maybe your elbows are resting on support. Whatever part of your body's touching something, feel into that sensation of connection. Bring your awareness to that physical sensation of connection as support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? And then come into your breath. Turn your awareness to your breathing. Find your inhale as it appears underneath your nasal passages, and inhale through the nostrils and follow the breath into your body, wherever it may go, without stress, strain, or exertion. No extra efforts required here. You're here. Nothing more you need to do. You're here. The only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is an option, an invitation, a suggestion. So follow the inhale in, wherever it may go. And then follow the exhale out completely, letting it go, releasing all that no longer serves. And then be right there for the next inhale, following that inhale in. And that exhale out. And as you settle into breath awareness, notice what shifts for you. Everything might begin to slow down, slip away, maybe not. Just notice your own experience. And on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And to allow to arise in your heart space gratitude, a sense of gratitude, anything that looks or feels like gratitude for you, maybe one thing for which you are grateful here today. Whatever it is that arises for you when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye and to anchor your gratitude here in your heart space and to hold it there at least for the duration of our session today. And then if you'd like to, I invite you now to set an intention for your practice today, perhaps a simple intention to be right there with each inhale, or to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space. And whatever your intention is, I invite you now to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And then listening for the echoes of your intention in your being, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop toward your grateful and intentional heart. And if you would like to offer a benediction to seal your intention, I invite you to do so now as I say, Namo, Namaste. And release your hands, lift your chin. Take a cleansing breath here, full inhale. Sigh it out. And then bring yourself around to your mat. We're going to begin today in wisdom pose. So child's pose, wisdom pose. So knees can be wide so that the torso falls between the knees, the thighs, or maybe you like your knees in alignment with your hips and the torso rests atop the knees. The arms are back by the feet. The crown is long, but the forehead falls to the mat. Now, if your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you support it with a block at whatever height is appropriate for you in order to be supported in your posture. Remember, it is your practice. All of this is offers and suggestions and invitations. Please modify any posture at any time. Please come out of any posture at any time. Please take any alternate posture at any time. Be in your own practice here. Feel into your own breath. As you settle into this wisdom pose, begin to start with your ocean breath, your ujjayi breath. Tightening a little bit at the back of the throat, at the epiglottis, feeling a little tension as you breathe in and out through the nostrils, creating a little audible noise in the nostrils, and then aligning yourself to the rhythm of that breath. On your next inhale, take your arms long and walk your fingertips out to the full length of your arms, feeling the length on the underside of the arms. Pop up on the fingertips a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands over toward the right side of your mat, the long side of your mat, opening up a little bit through the side bodies, particularly through that left side body. Stay long out of both arms, but you're really feeling this in the left side body here. Perhaps notice your own feelings and experience. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bring your hands back to center and long. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of the mat, the long side of the mat. Again, stay long out of both arms, but you may feel a little bit of extra opening through the right side body here. Feeling into that length. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bring your hands back to center, walk long. And then exhale, bring yourself up to your tabletop posture. So the hips rise over the knees. The hands are just underneath and slightly ahead of the shoulders. The crown is long, the hips are pressed back. You feel the length in the side body. And we're going to begin to do our cat postures here. As you inhale, you're going to drop the belly, or actually you're going to arch the lower spine. It'll feel like the belly's dropping. It's not actually. And this may just be a slight movement. You may just only feel a couple of inches, if that, of movement here in the lower spine. Heart comes forward, crown lifts high, hips lift high. On the exhale, we round the spine, release the head, the crown will fall toward the back. Biceps may frame the ears, the hips may roll under. Then continue to move with your breath. Align the movement with the breath. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and release. Again, with that ocean breath. So we're hearing the breath in the nostrils, moving to that rhythm. In, arch and lift, out, round and release. And as you begin to feel into this, maybe you get a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of mobility in the spine. Very important that we work the spine. Spine is, as the yogis tell us, our true age is kept in our spine. We're only as old as our spines. If we keep our spine flexible, we can stay young. Couple more here. On your next inhale, inhale to center. Exhale. Bring your hips forward into a modified plank. So your knees are down, tops of the feet are down. You're just feeling into bringing the hips down, releasing any tension in the hips. And then exhale, press your hips back toward your heels. So we're just going to do that little movement here, just waking up. Inhale, come forward into a modified plank. Exhale, press back into extended child's pose. Continue to move with your rhythm and your pace, following your breath in your practice. Warming up the body here, just getting into our day. On your next inhale, come back to your tabletop. Keep the hips where they are over the knees, but now as you exhale, walk your hands out, come down onto your forearms. Maybe bring your forehead to the mat, bring your heart toward the mat. This is heart melting pose. So see if you can place your heart down on the mat. Hips stay high over the knees, feeling that length and just opening into this. Breathe in, breathe out. On your inhale, walk your hands back underneath the shoulder. And then on your exhale, roll over the ball of your right foot, press back to your right heel. Then inhale, lift the right heel level with the hips. Point the toes. Now we're just going to work a little bit here. Inhale, lengthen through the crown and the foot. Maybe a slight arch to the spine. Exhale, round, bring the nose toward the knee underneath the body. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, round, and it's bringing it to the rhythm of your breath. Working that right leg a little bit. Core is engaged, equally long out of it. Try to keep the hips level. There's a tendency to roll over into that left side. Try to keep those hips level. Moving to the breath. Inhale long. Exhale, bring that knee back underneath. Moving to the other side, roll over the ball of the left foot, press back to the left heel. Then inhale, lift the left heel level with the hips, press the toes, lengthen the crown. Inhale, exhale, knee to toes underneath the body. Again, move with your breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release and round. Again, try to keep the hips level. Find your rhythm. Inhale long. Exhale, bring that knee back down. Press the hips back to the heels. Take your hands back by your feet, palms up. Come back into your child's pose, wisdom pose. Reconnect. Check in with yourself. Notice what shifted in those couple minutes since we were last here. Wisdom pose. Is there wisdom in this posture? All right. On your inhale, your hands go long. On your exhale, you come back to your table. And then, if you like, you can repeat that movement where the exhale presses the hips back, extended child's. Inhale comes to a modified plank. Or you can actually come up into your plank. Exhale back into your downward dog. Inhale into a modified upward dog. So that we're still pressing into the balls of the feet. Toes are curled under. Exhale, press back. So your practice, find your movement here. Just a couple of these, working with the breath. And on your next exhale, press back into that wisdom pose. Release your hands, release your crown, release your forehead. Take a breath, full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms forward. Exhale, come forward into table. Inhale, curl the toes and lift the knees. Exhale, press to a plank. Inhale here, find your plank, supported, strong, steady. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to establish your dog. Maybe bend one knee, press back through the opposite heel. Switch with the breath. Bend the other knee, press back to the other heel. Do that a couple times. It's known as walking your dog. Walk your dog a little bit, just getting a little freedom and movement through the back of the body, the back of the legs. Feeling into our practice. Lengthening through the arms, pressing out of the fingers and the heel of the palm. Relaxing the crown toward the mat, pressing the chest and stomach back toward the thighs. Hips are high and moving toward the wall behind you. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, release both heels. Downward dog. Take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. Inhale, engage the core, sink the hips, bring the hands to the right knee, stack the palms, straighten the arms to support the torso. This is your supported lunge. Be here. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your inhale, take your arms high. Maybe the palms press, maybe the fingers interlace, maybe the thumbs hook, maybe your hands don't touch at all. It doesn't matter. Look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands down. Frame the foot. Curl the toes. Lift the knee. Step the right foot back to join the left. Downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the left foot forward between the hands. Drop the right knee to the top of the right foot. Engage the core, sink the hips, stack the hands the other way on the left knee. Straighten the arms to support the torso. Sink in. This is your supported lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, take the hands high. Notice might be different on this side. It's okay. Look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands down. Curl the toes. Lift the knee. Step the right foot forward to join the left and come into your forward fold. Take a moment here to establish your weight and balance in your feet. Find your supports in your feet. Maybe brace the arms for a little additional balance. Grasping opposite elbows in front of or behind the knees. Breathing here, lifting the hips up and back, releasing the head down and in. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here, deep inhalation. Exhale, release the hands. Fullest inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the shins, press the palms. On the inhale, straighten the arms to support the torso coming flat, parallel to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, release the head. Bend the knees a little bit, feel the weight balanced in the feet. Slowly on the inhale, begin to roll upright, bringing the torso up one vertebra at a time. As the torso comes upright, the shoulders will naturally roll up and then down. Release the palms forward, the fingers long, lift the crown high. Tuck the chin slightly parallel to the mat. Standing on your own 2 feet, feel the weight shift. Feel the blood flow shift. Feel yourself settled into your supports in the feet. Imagine you could bring your heels toward each other. Feel that engagement through the inner part of the leg. Lift out of the waist, lift out of the chest, lift out of the crown, but keep the chin parallel. Notice the back of the neck release. Find yourself here. Full inhale. Check in with your gratitude. Complete exhale. Check in with your intention. On your inhale, bring your hands high. On your exhale, hinge and fold. On your inhale, come to a flat back. Brace if you like. On the exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back. Drop the right knee down. On the inhale, rise up. Bring your arms up. On your exhale, sink into your lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knee. Step the left foot back to join the right. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, lower to the mat, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push up. Inhale, lift the crown, lift the chest, lift the heart. Maybe lift the hands. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes. Inhale, press to plank. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, rise up into your lunge. Exhale, sink in. Take a breath here. Full inhale. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot, curl the toes, step the left foot forward, join the right in forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gather as you go through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer, the chest. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. All right, one movement, one breath. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands down. Bring the foot, curl the toes. Step back, press back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, rise to your lunge. Exhale, hands down. Curl the toes, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise through tall mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer at the chest. Take a breath. Check in with your gratitude. Check in with your intention. All right, let's take that extra breath out. All right, inhale, the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, rise up to lunge. Exhale, release down. Now stay with me. Curl the toes, lift the knees, step back, press back, and then lower. Inhale, rise up. Cobra or maybe up dog. Exhale, stay with me, lower down, and then press up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, rise to your lunge. Exhale, release down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, tall mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer, take a breath. So extra breath every time we come to mountain, every time we come to downward facing dog. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Step back and lower. Inhale, rise up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower down and press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, rise to your lunge. Exhale, lower down, hands beside the feet, step to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise through tall mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer, take a breath. All right, so 2 more of those at your own pace, your own rhythm. Just be in your one movement, one breath, your own practice, finding your own breath rhythm, being into this wonderful little movement flow. Work with your own breath. Remembering an extra breath, down dog. And an extra breath in mountain. Remembering that we go both sides to make one complete set. So you may think of it as 4 instead of 2, depending on how you think about these things. But just be in your breath. Don't overthink it. Don't over worry about it. Don't overanalyze it. You got this. It's all just practice. Your breath, settle into your breath, move with your breath. Meeting up in mountain. Take your time, settle in. Find your way here. Allow the breath to stabilize. Check in with your gratitude. Check in with your intention. Notice your experience. Give everybody a chance to arrive. Notice what shifted for you. Notice what a little bit of enlivening and awakening movement can do to shift your mind state, your mental state, emotional state, psychological state, physical state, spiritual state. Take a moment here, take a full inhale, cleansing breath. And exhale. Sigh out, release, come down onto your mat. We're going to begin in Dandasana, staff pose. So your sits bones underneath you, the backs of your legs are fully supported, the toes are neutral toward the ceiling, heels and toes touching. Maybe take your hands outside your hips and just press your palms a little bit. See how that elongates and aligns the spine. See if you can keep that elongation and alignment as you pick up your palms. Take your arms high And then just exhale, hinge at the hips. And then maybe just be a couple inches. It might not be much movement there at all. It's okay. Just find your ability to move. Bring your belly button toward your thighs, your chest toward your knees, your nose toward your toes. Let your elbows drop. Hands will fall to the thighs, to the shins, maybe to yogi toe lock, maybe over the tops of the feet, maybe underneath the soles of the feet. Depends on your body. But remember, the arms are relaxed and loose. We're not pulling. They're a guide, right? They're not tendency here is to grab something and pull. Let's not do that. Let's let the elbows and shoulders relax. And we're just supporting ourselves with our hands. We're just going to pulse a little bit here. So on the inhale, the crown is long, spine is long, chin is in parallel in relation to the sternum. And we're going to inhale and then exhale. Maybe there's a little movement there, maybe a little inching in as you pull forward. Inhale up, exhale down, keeping the spine long, keeping the chin in relationship to the sternum. So we're not tucking the chin, we're not dropping the head, we're not rounding the spine. The spine is long, and we're just doing a little bit of teasing here to open up through the hips, the abdomen, the sacral area. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. In and out through the nostrils. On your next inhale, inhale up. On your exhale, come down. And then as you reach the fullest extent of your release here, then go ahead and tuck your chin, release the back of the neck, round the upper spine a little bit, holding forward over the legs. Forward fold here. Full west posture, full length along the back side of the body. Feel that length along the entire back side of the body here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your inhale, reach long past your feet. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. And then on your exhale, release your hands down. Maybe again, find that little outside the hips and make sure your spine is supported and lengthened. And then we're going to bring I'm going to turn so maybe you can see, I'm going to bring the left knee to the ceiling and then let the left hip open up so that the sole of the left foot will be on the inside of the left calf or the left thigh, not on the knee, just because we don't want to pressure on that knee. But we want to be in that place where our left knee feels like it's most released and relaxed. The idea here is to be relaxed and released in that left knee. So maybe your left foot is down by your calf or even your ankle, and that's okay. Maybe it's up by your thigh. It's okay. Maybe you support that left knee with a block. Torso is aligned over that right leg. Arms go high. And as we exhale, we just hinge forward. Bring the forehead toward the knee in the direction of. Let the elbows drop. Try to keep the shoulders even. And then just breathe here. Long, deep breath. Allowing the body to open at its own pace. Feeling into that length. Remember, the left knee is relaxed and down. So support it as you need to. Here, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here.
Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, reach long. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Release the hands down. Support the left knee as you bring it back toward the ceiling, and then extend the left leg long. And then maybe just pedal your legs a little, maybe establish your supports in your sits bones. Maybe bring your hands outside the hips to lengthen the spine. And then we're going to bring the right knee in toward the ceiling, the right heel toward the hip. And then we're going to open the right hip and bring the inside of the right foot against the calf or the thigh, wherever is appropriate for you to get that right knee to relax and be down. Maybe support the right knee. And again, maybe different on this side, depending on your body and what challenges you've had in your life here. Inhale over the left leg, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge forward, release the elbows, try to keep the shoulders relaxed and squared. Keep that right leg, right knee open and release and breathe. Forehead toward the knee. If you want to actually bend that left knee a little bit and make that contact with the forehead, closing the circuit, allowing the energy to flow, breathe here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, reach long past the foot, slowly come up, slowly come up. Release the hands, bring the right knee back to the ceiling, extend the legs long. Now you're going to take your legs wide, maybe not as wide as you can, maybe not overdo anything, maybe just open them a little bit. Then again, hands outside the hips to find that length in the spine. Feel yourself rooted and supported in your lower spine. All right. Now, the arms are going to fall to wherever they are, the thighs, the shins, maybe yogi toe lock. And this is a side-to-side motion here. So we're opening up the obliques through the hips. So inhale, get long through the crown. Exhale, hinge to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hinge to your right. So you're bringing your torso toward your knee again, but this time your legs are opened. Maybe, again, no need to try to overdo anything. So we're going to practice without an ounce of extra effort. Our goal is to be calm and steady and focused on the breath and moving within our own body. Working with the breath here. Inhale up, exhale down. Try not to over rock the hips. So we're trying to keep the hips on the mat. Tendency here is for that opposite side buttock or hip pointer to come up. And so that's overdoing it. And we're not trying to overdo anything. There's no need to know where we need to go. We're already here. A couple more. Inhale to center. Bring the hands up. Press the palms and then exhale, hinge forward. Just walk the hands out in front of you. Just let them fall where they fall. And then we're going to pulse here. Inhale long through the crown. Exhale, maybe just a couple of inches of movement here. Down in front, in between the thighs. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale up. Exhale. Maybe walk your fingers forward a little bit. Maybe release your chin toward your chest. Maybe find your deepest expression of this posture as you fold forward. Long, deep breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, reach long. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Release the hands. Bring the legs together. Bring the knees in toward the chest. Squeeze your legs. Little modified boat here. Just a little rock back and forth on your hips. Release any tension in the lower back. Little weeble wobble if you like. And then come forward into your seat for our breath work. We're going to do a little bit of activating and centering breath work to prepare us for our deep rest. And so establish yourself in your supported seat. Take a moment to provide yourself with any support you need. And then establish that lengthened spine. Feel into your supports. Now, we're going to breathe in and out through the left nostril. So you can take your right thumb and block your right nostril, fingers pointed toward the ceiling, left hand in Gyan Mudra, thumb and forefinger lightly touching, resting on the knee. And we're breathing in and out through the left nostril. Long, deep breath, full inhale, complete exhale. Finding your rhythm and your pace. Your breath. Your practice. Left nostril breathing, very calming, centering, lunar breath here. In and out through the left. Body very still, awareness on the breath in the nostril. Focus at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or if you're uncomfortable closing your eyes, as many of us are, just narrow your gaze to something not moving beyond the tip of your nose. Just be fully internally focused. Remember, our work is to be calm, steady, focused on the breath, and moving within our own body. And so we do that work here in the comfortcy and privacy of our own space so that we can figure out which of these tools works best for us to achieve that state, and then we can take those tools with us as we come off our mat. So our goal throughout the day, throughout whatever arises during the day, is always to be calm and steady and focused on the breath and moving within our own body. Greeting and meeting all of our day, all of our joys and challenges, all of our obstacles and victories in that sense of equanimity and calmness, that kindness, compassion. Being a joyful spirit and a grateful being. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Release your right hand down, Gyan Mudra, thumb and forefinger touching. Bring your left thumb to block your left nostril, fingers pointed toward the ceiling, and then exhale out the right and breathe in and out through the right nostril. Again, find your rhythm and your pace for your breath in your practice.
In and out through the right nostril, the solar channel, the activating channel. So even when we're activating, though, we're activating to that place of calmness and steadiness, focused on the breath and moving within our own body. It's where we raise that focused energy to meet the burdens or obstacles or challenges or opportunities for victory in our day. In and out through the right nostril. Breathing in and knowing that you're breathing in, breathing out and knowing that you're breathing out, just being with the breath. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Release your left hand down. Bring your hands to prayer at your chest, thumb knuckles, thumbs resting lightly on the sternum. Press the palms lightly together, long spine. Exhale. Inhale here and begin a light breath of fire. If you're not in place to do a breath of fire, or you're menstruating or you're pregnant, please don't pump the diaphragm. Just take a long, deep breath. Full inhale, complete exhale. Otherwise, just a very light, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Feel the heat of the hands against the heart. Feel the beat of the heart beneath the hands. Calm, steady, focused on the breath, moving within your own body. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Gently lift at the base of the spine in the pelvic bowl. Engage your root lock. Gently retain the breath while pressing the palms toward each other. Add a little bit of effort there. Crown is long, shoulders are relaxed, chin is slightly tucked. Be very still. As you are ready, release your locks, release your breath. Take your arms up, about 60-degree angle, palms slightly facing. Long spine, securely rooted into your sits bones. Roll the eyes to the third eye and just long, deep breath here. Full inhale and complete exhale. Your breath. Feel into this long, deep breaths here. This open posture, this posture of receiving. Feel yourself aligned, maybe channeling. Just notice. Very still, very internal focused. Come and go with the breath. Follow the breath. Check your gratitude. Check your intention. Full presence here. Just receive. Inhale here. Stretch. Engage your root lock. Now arms are up, but shoulders are relaxed. Chin is slightly tucked. Be very still. And exhale, gently release your hands to your knees. Thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Now, you have, let's just do it this way. Just settle in right here. Let everything settle. Take a moment if there's anything additional that you wish in your rest posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth. Maybe you have a blanket or a shawl. Anything that'll support you perhaps 1% more. Avail yourself of it now and settle in. As you settle in, feel your supports and then release into your supports. Let go. Let go. You're done. Be done. Allow yourself to be done. Release any shaping of the mind, of the body, or of the breath. Just be still and release. Rest in the awareness of yourself. Witness yourself in gratitude and intention. Feel into the benefit of your practice. Just notice. No judgments, no conversations or criticisms. Just notice. What is it like to let go, to just be? Can you find that sense of stillness? You allow yourself with gratitude, compassion, kindness, and even love. You allow yourself to be yourself, to love yourself, to confront yourself with kindness, compassion, generosity, courtesy, forgiveness, sweetness, joy, pleasure. Feel into your presence. Consider the possibility of honoring yourself, giving yourself grace, for giving yourself this opportunity to practice and to rest. Thank yourself for this healing, for this gift of opportunity to find presence, for bringing yourself to yourself in gratitude and intention. And if perchance you find that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing, and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you to take a full inhalation and once again allow your hands to float gently to your heart space. As you breathe in, I invite you to allow perhaps one additional thing for which you are grateful to arise. Keeping your attention centered in your heart space, seeing clearly what's arisen for you. And as you witness yourself in gratitude in your space, I will take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, in closing, I invite you to stay here in grateful witness for as long as you can, as long as you like. And when you do finally rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.